Alright guys, in today's fun and exciting episode of Math with Marty, we're going to talk about Newton's third law of motion. And we've covered Newton's first law, which had to do with an object maintaining its motion if no outside force was acting on it. We've dealt with Newton's third law, which showed us how acceleration relates to mass and force. And today, Newton's third law, what we're going to be talking about is how two forces in a closed system are related to one another. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be talking about. Now, folks, here's basically Newton's third law in words. Newton's third law is the following. It is if a force is applied, okay, there is an equal force in magnitude meaning the strength of the force is the same, but this force is opposite in direction. That is Newton's third law. Okay, so I'm going to give some examples. Okay, so some examples are the following. Let's look at, and I love this example. Let's look at myself walking. Okay, I don't even know, that's not even walking. I'm walking and I'm moving in a direction. I'm walking. Okay. So as I walk, I apply a force by my foot down on the ground. Okay. What's interesting is that the ground actually applies a force back. And folks, it's this force in green applied by the ground. Let me just switch colors. It's this force in green applied by the ground that allows me to actually move in the first place. So really, you walking on a daily basis is an example of Newton's third law in action, because as you apply force down on the ground applies a force back up on you, and it allows you to be propelled forward as you walk. So that is essentially Newton's third law. So when you have an object, like let's say I apply a force, I'm going to use the same diagram here, let me scratch this out. I apply a force to my buddy, Darren. Darren will, and let's say this force is Marty on Darren. Okay, that's the force, and it's a vector. Darren will actually apply a force very similar in strength. In fact, it's equal in strength. However, it will be opposite in direction. Okay, and opposite in direction is symbolized by that negative. So that's opposite direction. That's what that negative means, opposite direction. So basically, Newton's third law is just that. If there is an action, then there is an equal but opposite reaction. An equal but opposite reaction. Okay, and that is a short intro to Newton's third law. If you enjoyed that, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll go into it in more detail. I'll go into Newton's third law in more detail in future videos. As for right now, this is all I can do, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Peace out. Bye-bye.